Folks, thanks for tuning in for this premier marketing moment. We'll be discussing the opportunities you have in the low-income subsidy space, the extra help folks. We all know that the Medicare market is a burgeoning market with 10,000 people a day turning 65 every single day. And even though that's a number given to us by people turning 65, it's not a true number of our market because there's a portion of those folks that don't go into Medicare right away, about 12%. But there's about 1/6 of the Medicare population that's under 65, not reflected in that market, the folks that are accessing Medicare because of medical disability. And that's part of our market, and they're part of the folks that are really affected by the challenges they have with their monetary resources. That diverse market requires us to have a broad portfolio of products and a flexibility to help address those health issues and the challenges that they have with their finances in many circumstances. Because over half the population has a median income below 26,200, and we have a circumstance where we have tools to help them through benefits checkup, through some of the different programs that the major carriers have as well. And so we have a number of tools to address a very large population because there's a lot of them. The government helps us with some different pieces that can help explain the situation these people are in, not that they don't know it already, but a way to help them realize that even though there are standard enrollment and disenrollment types of periods given to us by the government, there are special election periods. And one of those comes about because of the low-income subsidy. And it can deeply affect their opportunities that they have in maximizing the coverage they have and the resources that are available to them through these programs, because it gives them the opportunity to address not only the cost of the plan they select, but also the cost of the medications within them, and realize that low-income subsidy deals with dollars and cents. It doesn't affect the plan formulary, the step therapy, or quantity limits. So that's an even larger reason why we as agents, we need to use this tool to help these folks get the best deal they can get on their medications. And so when we look at that, folks who are eligible for this coverage can switch to a Part C plan. They can switch from a Part C plan back to A and B with a Part D plan if they would have a reason to do that, or they can do some changes within the programs with the types that they have. So they can change from one MAPD plan to another, or they can change from one PDP program to another, and realize some of the things that we see in these circumstances is the fact that these folks, in many times, they're basing things just on a dollar figure they see. And a lot of times that is just a premium on a PDP plan. This is the cheapest plan in your area. Well, it might be the cheapest plan premium-wise. It might not be the best plan for them financially because of perhaps the formulary, perhaps the deductible, or some of the other challenges they have. And the average value of the low-income subsidy award is $4,000. So we're giving them access to prescription drug coverage. We're giving them an opportunity to help with that coverage gap, that donut hole. And it's not really a donut hole now, but it's a time of larger exposure financially. It does waive the late enrollment penalty fee they have for Part D. It allows for that special election period. Now, remember, at the beginning of 2019, that changed from a monthly SEP to a quarterly SEP through the first 9 months of the year. And it also gives them an opportunity to see if they have qualification for the Medicare savings plans, which can help them with their Part B, not Part D program, Part B program, and in certain circumstances, costs with their medical cost under Medicare as well. To be eligible for these, they got to have Medicare Part A and or Part B. They got to live in the United States. They got to meet certain financial criteria. They have both an income and an assets test. And some folks are already deemed eligible for LIS And these are generally the folks that are much lower income, because if they have these coverages already, Medicaid, community or institutional, SSI, or enrolled in an MSP plan, that's an entirely different topic. These three groups don't have to apply for LIS because they're deemed eligible for it. And once they're found eligible, they get LIS for at least the rest of the year. They have two levels of help. They have full subsidy and partial subsidy. Both of these subsidies eliminate the Part D coverage gap. Well, that helps with that cost now coming into it. And it eliminates that enrollment penalty if they didn't take Part D when they were first eligible. So when you have folks that are eligible for full extra help, no Part B or Part D plan premium as long as it's below the benchmark, and that is generally, I think, around $32 a month now. It eliminates any Part D deductible they have. It standardizes the co-pays that they have, and this is a great tool for you to use if you don't know if they have this coverage already, and they don't have co-payments after they reach the catastrophic, hard time saying catastrophic limit either. These are the actual numbers that they have within the continental United States. You'll see that there are different levels of assistance, and it goes up to 150% of federal poverty level. So between 135% and 150% of federal poverty level, folks can get help with their prescription drug cost without being eligible for any of the greater assistance they would have if their income and assets were lower. These are the numbers for Alaska and Hawaii. Some folks do work those markets. And these sheets are given to us or supplied to us by the National Council on Aging, and will be sent to any agent that requests them as well as a standalone PDF document. So the folks that qualify for partial subsidy, however, it eliminates the premium on a sliding scale based on their income. It lowers the deductible they have on any plan that they may be enrolled in. It goes to a much smaller coinsurance on the medications, if that's the type of plan they are on. And it's a slightly higher but standardized co-payments on name brand drugs after reaching a $5,000 limit. So these are the numbers for Alaska and Hawaii in this piece as well. And there are these tools that we mentioned before that you can help folks get this coverage. You can help them apply online as an advocate through SSA.gov or through benefitscheckup.org. You can supply them with an online application. It's available in English and Spanish. And Social Security does accept electronic signature to complete the application. Now, if they complete an online application, it's quicker, it's cleaner, works much faster. And by the way, in this time of social distancing, Social Security offices are closed anyway. So yeah, you might get them a paper app. How are they going to turn it in? Well, they probably still can manage that one way or another, but it's not going to be a lot of fun to get it processed. So take advantage of the programs that are out there with the carriers you work with. They can help qualify these individuals for this assistance too. I'm a bit leery of that as an ex-corporate guy because, okay, anything that goes out of my control to that degree, I'm leery of. But that's just me. That's the paranoia that gets to you when you get older. You have the benefits checkup, you have the SHIP organizations, and you have the online piece as well. Remember, online's easier and faster. It doesn't require verifying documents. Social Security will use federal records to verify the answers. If the paper form is incomplete, Social Security will follow up by phone with the applicant eventually. Online application cannot be submitted until it's complete. That's just like the requirement we have when we turn in applications for any type of coverage with carriers. The instruction sheets are available in 15 languages on Social Security's site. And remember, those folks that are deemed don't have to apply. This is what the forms look like, the online form and the paper application. This is what the award letter looks like. And the applicant normally receives this within 10 to 14 business days. We're in a strange time now, so timelines are a little tweaked, but keep in mind it's about 2 weeks. It does then allow us that special election period on a quarterly basis. And remember, a lot of these folks, they may have been auto-enrolled in a program without any bearing at all as to the medications they take. They may have selected something based on just the premium. So they do need our help. It's an opportunity for us, too, to deal with a population that doesn't have a true entitlement mentality. I don't mean that to sound wrong, but it gives us an opportunity to help them with a full benefit package and make them a client and a source of referrals moving forward. We can help you here at Premier. We want your business, and this is a great way for us to help grow that business together. Reach out to us at 1-800-365-8208 or through our website at premiersmi.com, and we'll be happy to go through additional details for you. We have full-blown webinars on both low-income subsidy, Medicare savings plans, dual SNPs programs, all the different type of marketing opportunities you have to reach this population. Give us a call, and we look forward to visiting with you. Thanks so much, and we'll talk to you soon.